It's amazing how someone can break your heart and you can still love them with all the little pieces. Sadness flies away on the wings of time. Don't cry over someone who wouldn't cry over you. Any fool can be happy. It takes a man with real heart to make beauty out of the stuff that makes us weep. We must understand that sadness is an ocean, and sometimes we drown, while other days we are forced to swim. The word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Tears are words that need to be written. Sadness is but a wall between two gardens. One must not let oneself be overwhelmed by sadness. Sadness is also a kind of defense. The walls we build around us to keep sadness out also keeps out the joy. There are moments when I wish I could roll back the clock and take all the sadness away, but I have a feeling that if I did, the joy would be gone as well. So, I take the memories as they come, accepting them all, letting them guide me whenever I can. We're taught to be ashamed of confusion, anger, fear, and sadness, and to me, they're of equal value to happiness, excitement, and inspiration. Experiencing sadness and anger can make you feel more creative, and by being creative you can get beyond your pain or negativity. Sad hurts, but it's a healthy feeling. It is a necessary thing to feel. There are two types of people in the world: those who prefer to be sad among others, and those who prefer to be sad alone. With some pain is fraught, our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thought. It is sad not to love, but it is much sadder not to be able to love. Behind every sweet smile, there is a bitter sadness that no one can ever see and feel. Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Some days are just bad days, that's all. You have to experience sadness to know happiness, and I remind myself that not every day is going to be a good day. That's just the way it is. In deep sadness, there is no place for sentimentality. Every human walks around with a certain kind of sadness. They may not wear it on their sleeves, but it's there if you look deep. Better by far you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. We never taste happiness and perfection. Our most fortunate successes are mixed with sadness. The good life is not one immune to sadness, but one in which suffering contributes to our development. Boredom, anger, sadness, or fear are not yours, not personal. They are conditions of the human mind. They come and go. Nothing that comes and goes is you. When you feel sad, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't hurt to feel sad from time to time. Melancholy is the happiness of being sad. Sad things happen. They do. But we don't need to live sad forever. The good times of today are the sad thoughts of tomorrow. It's sad when someone you know becomes someone you knew. Tears come from the heart and not from the brain. A million words would not bring you back. I know because I tried. Neither would a million tears. I know because I cried. One thing you can't hide is when you're crippled inside. Things change. And friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. I have learned now that while those who speak about one's miseries usually hurt, those who keep silence hurt more. Breathing is hard. When you cry so much, it makes you realize that breathing is hard. To have felt too much is to end in feeling nothing. People keep telling me that life goes on, but to me that's the saddest part. Life's under no obligation to give us what we expect. We take what we get and are thankful it's no worse than it is. There is no despair so absolute as that which comes with the first moments of our first great sorrow, when we have not yet known what it is to have suffered and be healed, to have despaired and have recovered hope. As the light begins to intensify, so does my misery, and I wonder how it is possible to hurt so much when nothing is wrong. Sometimes you've got to be able to listen to yourself and be okay with no one else understanding. Tears are words the mouth can't say, nor can the heart bear. Heavy hearts, like heavy clouds in the sky, are best relieved by the letting of a little water. What brings us to tears will lead us to grace. Our pain is never wasted. Every life has a measure of sorrow, and sometimes this is what awakens us. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. It is sadder to find the past again and find it inadequate to the present than it is to have it elude you and remain forever a harmonious conception of memory. I always like walking in the rain, so no one can see me crying. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist, except an old optimist. Sadness usually results from one of the following causes: either when a man does not succeed or is ashamed of his success. There is no worse sorrow than remembering happiness in the day of sorrow. Sorrow is one of the vibrations that prove the fact of living. When you're happy, you enjoy the music, but when you're sad, you understand the lyrics. So much sadness exists in the world that we are all under obligation to contribute as much joy as lies within our powers. People cry, not because they are weak. It is because they've been strong for too long. Life is too ironic to fully understand. It takes sadness to know what happiness is, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to value presence. He who has felt the deepest grief is best able to experience supreme happiness. When you've suffered a great deal in life, each additional pain is both unbearable and trifling. The sky cries for those filled with sadness. Sadness is the ambrosia of all art. Do not feel sad for your tears, as rocks never regret the waterfalls. Trying to avoid sadness is trying to avoid life. Never be afraid of tears. Tear-filled eyes are capable of seeing truth. Tear-filled eyes are capable of seeing the beauty of life. Your greatest highs come from overcoming your greatest lows. Learning is a gift, even when pain is your teacher. When I despair, I remember that all through history the way of truth and love have always won. Be strong now because things will get better. It might be stormy now, but it can't rain forever. I do believe that if you haven't learned about sadness, you cannot appreciate happiness. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. Maybe we all have darkness inside of us, and some of us are better at dealing with it than others. First, accept sadness. Realize that without losing, winning isn't so great. It's amazing how someone can break your heart and you can still love them with all the little pieces. Never feel regret for your own decisions. If you will not respect your own decisions, who else will? I always like walking in the rain, so no one can see me crying. I know how to love you, but not how to stop loving you. Sadness flies away on the wings of time. Every human walks around with a certain kind of sadness. They may not wear it on their sleeves, but it's there if you look deep. Sadness usually results from one of the following causes: either when a man does not succeed or is ashamed of his success.